Welcome everyone in War Eagle. My name is Moira Pyle and I serve as an Auburn Clubs Coordinator for the Office of Alumni Affairs at Auburn University. And for the next 30 minutes or so, I will serve as your host of 18 minutes and 56 seconds, the Auburn Alumni Association Speaker Series. We are engaging our alumni and friends more than ever before, and we want to thank you for participating. You can find all of our previous shows by visiting aub.ie/1856 series. During our show, we would love to hear from you, so ask questions and interact by leaving comments on our Facebook page. We will do our best to answer them in the half hour we have together. Today marks our 32nd episode of 1856, and we are so excited to feature the Eagles program at Auburn University. We are joined by Betty Patten, Director of the Eagles program, Sadie Weldon, current Eagles student, and Scott Weldon, Sadie's dad and a current parent of an Eagles student. They're going to talk about the purpose of Eagles and share from their personal experiences over the last year. It is our hope that everyone watching learns more about the program, is empowered to get involved, and leaves inspired by these beautiful moments shared. So let's get started. Betty, please give our audience an overview of Eagles and what the framework looks like for students and families connected to the program.
Thank you, Moira. Good afternoon, everyone. We thank you to the Alumni Association for hosting the 1856 virtual series and including the Eagles program as one of your shows. To give you an overview of our program, the Eagles program, or Education to Accomplish Growth and Life Experiences for Success, is a comprehensive transition program for students who have intellectual disabilities. The purpose of our program is for students who wish to continue their education to be able to access inclusive higher education setting so that we can provide our students with the opportunity to engage in a 2 or 4 year college program. As a former Auburn student, alumna of Auburn University, all of our alumni watching, you also can imagine the experience that our Eagle students get to have here on the plains while working towards their post-school outcome goals. Our program focuses mostly on helping students achieve employment and independent living goals upon successful completion during their time here at Auburn. Our program is a non-degree program that focuses on academic enrichment, personal and social skills, independent living skills, health and wellness, and integrated work experiences. Our students in the program receive an inclusive post-secondary education, providing them with an enriching and rewarding Auburn experience as they prepare to transition to gainful employment that aligns with the student's strengths, interests, preferences, their needs, while also accessing independent living to the fullest extent possible for the individual student. Our curricula is structured to help our students become contributing members of society in a way that is most meaningful to them through their career interests, both now and in the future.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. That was a great overview, and the Eagles program is absolutely incredible. Sadie, I wanted to ask you our first question. What were your thoughts coming into the Eagles program, and what has it meant for you to be a part of it?
When I started the Eagles program, I really didn't know what to expect, just like everyone else. College was something new, and I didn't really know what it would be like. I was excited, but also a little anxious to be leaving home and doing some new things. But once I started last fall, I knew this program was going to be good for me. I have made so many new friends inside the program and outside as well. Everyone in the Eagles program has been very supportive and helpful, and I really like living with them and spending time with them. Being a part of the Auburn family has been great. I especially like the Eagles program. It is a part of the Auburn family and doesn't separate the members of the program. The Eagles are included in all of the Auburn experience, sorority, Diamond Dolls, all campus experiences, everything. Being an Eagle and a member of the Auburn family means everything to me.
Awesome. That's so wonderful. And we're so glad that you're part of the Auburn family. We have a couple comments I wanted to share. Lauren Osment said, "Go Sadie." And Jessica Milton says, "Yay, Sadie." So we have some viewers tuned in and excited to be a part of today's episode. Okay, Scott, for the next question, I would love to hear your perspective of being a parent of a student who's involved in Eagles at Auburn.
Thanks, Maury. You know, it's really difficult to concisely talk about perspective of being in the Eagles program. It's kind of hard for me to be concise about anything, but especially about this, because there's so many aspects to the program. But just thinking off the top of my head, the first three that come to mind are opportunity that it provides for the students, and then growth that we see in the students after they get here, and then the support structure that they have. With respect to opportunity, Eagle students are just like any other traditional student that comes to Auburn. They come in different ways. They take different paths. They are each very unique. They each have their own unique skill set. They each have their strengths, and they each have their weaknesses. With Sadie, it really wasn't until she entered high school that it became apparent that she was going to have difficulty attending and being successful in a traditional program. And at that time, Eagles didn't even exist. Matter of fact, there were no programs in the state of Alabama, not that many anywhere. So my wife and I went through a 2 or 3 year period of really not knowing that Sadie would have the opportunity to attend college. And which is something that she is absolutely built to do. I'll have to add, but we went through that process of not knowing. I work at a university in Mobile that has a program that's similar to Eagles, and the folks here told me about this new program at Auburn that was just getting started. I sent Dr. Patten an introductory email, and I think within 10 or 15 minutes, I got a phone call. We probably talked, Betty, for 30 minutes about Sadie, about where she was, about the program, where it was, about your vision for it and where it was headed. And I knew from that phone call, that the enthusiasm and the passion that Betty had and the love for the students made this program something that was going to be very, very special. I also knew that this is probably the best place for Sadie to go. Of course, like any other student, it wasn't our choice. It's Sadie's choice. But I think as she went through the application process and the interview process, she saw that same passion, and she came to the same conclusion. I think in the end, the choice was pretty easy. So what Eagles has done is to give students like Sadie the opportunity to attend college when they wouldn't have had it before. From a growth standpoint, the growth opportunities have been phenomenal for her. Betty referred to this earlier, but Eagles takes a very holistic approach to educating its students, from academics, which is at the very core of it, to social skill development, to job skill development, to self-advocacy, to independent living, to financial literacy. The curricula truly strives to develop the whole of each student. And it's through that approach that Eagles grow and reach their full potential. And to me, that's what college is all about. And then finally, as we went through the program, what we found out is that it wasn't just Dr. Patten's enthusiasm that was part of the Eagles family. It's everybody from top to bottom, faculty, staff, peer mentors, the Eagles themselves. Everyone fully supports each other in the program. That support system is not just for the students, but for the parents as well. And that's such a critical part of it. Maura, I know I've rambled on a bit. I hope I've come close to answering your question, but I do want to say one more thing. And that is the perspective of being the parent of an Auburn student. It's hard to talk about that without talking about how important that I think Eagles is to the fabric of Auburn University. The students, the staff, the entire program, and maybe I'm a little biased, but it is the embodiment of the Auburn spirit. And it's certainly been a godsend for our family.
Absolutely. You did not ramble on. That was beautifully said. And I really appreciated learning more about your perspective. And I think this tees up the next question beautifully. Betty, please share with the audience how the Eagles program came to fruition. And was there a moment or a situation or an experience that really shaped this program into what it is?
Maura, that's a great question. So I think before I can really speak specific to Auburn, it's important to give the audience some context, from a legislative standpoint. In 2008, the Higher Ed Opportunity Act was revised and included provisions for individuals with intellectual disabilities to access college, where historically individuals with intellectual disabilities were not included in post-secondary education in a formal college setting at either two-year colleges or four-year institutions. Fast forward several years, in the development stage of the Eagles program, a group of enthusiastic leaders here at Auburn University who not only have personal connections to individuals who have intellectual disabilities, but also have dedicated their life to serving people with disabilities, rallied together and invited stakeholders from the community to really want to learn what would a program look like here at Auburn. And so some key players and stakeholders who have made this program really come to fruition begins with President Gouge. Without that support from the top down, not one initiative at a university can truly be successful. And so buy-in from the top down was always there. And then initially, trustee Sarah Newton on our board of trustees, along with professors in the Department of Special Ed Rehabilitation and Counseling, Dr. Carney, who was the department chair at the time, Dr. Karen Rayburn, who was my mentor, and then also Dr. Dunn, who was a mentor, worked with Dean Whitford, and this was a vision of our dean at the time. She is no longer with us, but she had come from a university that had a program similar. And so you have all these moving forces who have positional leadership who have come together to develop truly what they envisioned a program like Eagles, what it would look like here. And so there are several people who are not named. I don't even want to begin to name the people who were a part of developing this program. A lot of sung people and unsung people go into any type of initiative, but from the top down, it's truly how this program began to launch. In fall of 2018, the first cohort of Eagles landed here on campus, and they are trailblazers and pioneered every aspect of this program from the top down. So I want to give a shout out to Bradley Baisden, Anna Moats, and Josh Greiner for being movers and shakers and trailblazers here at Auburn University, for being the first cohort of students. At the time in 2018, there were maybe 100 programs like this across the country. To date, we have over 300 inclusive higher education programs at other universities. With every new reauthorization that is up for grabs, if you will, to not use political terms with legislation, inclusive higher ed is written in every draft. It's due to be reauthorized, and so these programs have been embraced. The post-school outcome data supports inclusion of individuals with intellectual disabilities across the country. They're more likely to gain employment in an area that is specifically interests them, and have long-term success in that employment, and also access independent living to the fullest extent that is individualized to each student post-program. Students in the program also have increased quality of life. Their families have increased quality of life. Their life satisfaction exponentially increases once they're able to step in and gain autonomy. We use a person-centered approach here at Auburn University, and while like traditional students, parents have hopes and dreams and aspirations for their young adult, our students are the driving force behind those decisions. And so parents are a major part of this development of this program. The students are a major development of this program, but it truly is the students who drive the program, not just our Eagles students, but our Wings Peer Mentor program, or warm-hearted individuals nurturing great success. So, we're now going into our fourth year. We started with 3 students. We'll have 21 students land here in their nest here at Auburn in the fall, and we're just thankful for all those leaders across campus. And just to give you some context, we have over 50 campus partners who make this program successful.
Incredible. Thank you so much for that context. A couple other comments I wanted to share. Robin Wilson says, FUMC Opelika loves our Sadie. We are so proud of you. And then this is a beautiful comment from Erica Skidmore, says, having 2 typical children currently enrolled at AU is certainly awesome, but knowing that our 2 special needs children have the possibility of being enrolled someday at AU is so encouraging and exciting. Thank you to all involved in creating and leading this program. Beautiful. Okay, So Colin, I think, is going to pull up for a video for us so the audience can take a look at the end of the year recap that was put together by the Eagles program. But Betty, if you want to start talking about what the viewers are watching, and then we'll let Sadie share some of her most memorable moments with the audience.
Thank you. Awesome. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. I don't know how many words a video could be worth. But if anything, watching this video, you will immediately see the emotion behind what 2020-2021 academic year, how it was filled with unforgettable and life-changing moments. Despite being in the middle of a global pandemic, you will see how resilient our students are, how the Auburn family rallies together to create memorable moments that will last a lifetime. And so you are watching not only the opportunities our students in the program got to engage in, but also the opportunities that our peer mentors and the Auburn family got to be a part of by including our Eagle students. And so we hope that you feel as moved as we do to have been a part of every aspect of this past year.
Great. Sadie, do you want to jump in and start sharing some of your most memorable moments?
Sure. I've had so many memorable moments during my first year that is hard to remember them all, but there are a few that stand out. Going through Rush at first of the year was so much fun. I got to know some great girls, and after I pledged Chi Omega, I have gotten to know them even better. I love everything about sorority life and can't wait to live in the Chi Hall next year. Getting to know the Eagle staff, the wings, and my fellow Eagles has been great. I love spending time with them. Taking Eagles and regular courses this year has really meant a lot to me. It was a great first year transition to being in college.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, we have about 5 to 7 minutes left, so I have a few last minute questions for the group. Scott, will you speak to a success that you felt like has happened since being involved in the program, or another memorable moment that you've had?
Sure. There have been too many successes to name them all from our standpoint. From an academic standpoint, we've seen tremendous growth in Sadie, not just in the Eagles courses that she's taken, but general university courses as well. We've seen successes in her ability and understanding of what it takes to hold a job. And that's something that will continue throughout the rest of her career. We've seen successes in Sadie's social involvement through campus and beyond. She's already talked about those with the with the Chi Omega, with Diamond Dolls, participating in SGA and Miss Auburn campaigns and other things. In fact, Sadie stays so busy that her mom and I have to schedule a time every week just to talk to her. It's okay. 6 o'clock Sunday, call us. We'll be there. And that's about the only way we can do it. But overall, Sadie's been led to situations that she's been successful. She's flourished in ways that we never thought she could. She takes initiatives to do things that she wouldn't have done a year or so ago. And she stretches herself out of her comfort zone in ways that she never has done before. I do think she absolutely loves every minute of every day. But the simplest way to describe what I think the success is that Sadie's first year at Auburn has been very, she has been very, very simply living a wonderfully and beautifully normal life of a college student. And that normalcy may not be important to most, but it is certainly important to all of us. And we cherish that.
Wonderful. That's so great. I am inspired and touched by all of the comments that you all have shared today. Okay, so Betty, I would love to talk a little bit about how students, parents, alumni, and friends can get involved with the Eagles program. I know I believe in the mission and what it stands for and all of the great things that you do. So talk to us a little bit about, as a viewer, how can I be a part of the Eagles program?
Awesome. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share the many ways that people can get involved. I want to first start with the heart of our program, our Wings Peer Mentors, or warm-hearted individuals nurturing great success. The backbone of the Eagles program are the traditional students here at Auburn University. We call on all students who are interested in serving and getting involved and would like to be a peer mentor to apply. We have different ways that students can get involved. Please visit our website at aub.ie/Eagles to submit your application to be a Wings Peer Mentor, or you can reach out to our Wings Peer Mentor coordinator, Dr. Jessica Milton at eagles@auburn.edu. Next, we are so excited to share that for family members who wish to get involved, Moira, along with our administrative support, Jennifer Howard, have launched the Auburn affiliate group for Wings and Eagles, which is also open to Auburn family and friends to join. Through that affiliate group, it's visible on the Auburn alumni website. We are going to be able to tap into many ways for people to join and to be a part of our program. And next, if you would like to get involved, we encourage you to look on our website so you can see explicitly how you can make an impact to be a part of the changing, all the life-changing activities that we provide our students, in addition to the supports that they receive here at the Eagles program.
Great, thank you so much. And then to close, I really want to share any notable upcoming events that you all may have on your calendar and ways that people can plug into. And so, Sadie, I'll let you start with sharing the event that will be coming up in August.
Sorority recruitment will start August 7th.
Yes, and you can register. Don't forget to register for sorority recruitment, and Sadie will be there, and we're so excited to have her part of Chi Omega. Betty, are there any other events that you want to know?
Yes, thank you so much. So the first upcoming event that is so notable is next week. We will launch our Eagles orientation for our incoming cohort. Monday through Friday, our 7 new Eagles will be landing here to learn all about Auburn. They will be attending Camp War Eagle on Wednesday. I have to give a shout out to Melissa Dunn in Camp War Eagle First Year Experience Office for how inclusive they have been from the very beginning of just supporting our students at Camp War Eagle. We are excited for our Wings Peer Mentor application to close so that we can continue with interviews. Other upcoming events include that are open to the public will be Family Weekend, which is homecoming weekend, September 24th through 26th. We invite you all to stop by our tailgate tent right next to the stadium behind the Dawson building on Donahue side of the campus, so that you can come and interact with our students. Family Weekend is such an important part of all students' experience here at Auburn. And so we are just so excited for everyone to continue to engage with the program. We invite you to follow us on social media. We have an Instagram account, Twitter account, Facebook account, coming soon a TikTok account. Our college students help us stay informed about ways that we can truly use technology to shape and enhance the lives of our students. And so you can stay on top of all the events that are happening within the program by following us on social media.
Great. Thank you all for sharing that. A couple additional comments that came in on Facebook that I wanted to share. Dave Gamble says that very proud of the Eagle on Weagle FM. Keep up the great work. And lots of comments that just love this and say, this is awesome. Great job. Keep up the good work. So wonderful. It's been wonderful to have you on today, and I've learned so much, and I know the audience has as well. The Auburn Alumni Association is proud of the work that you are doing, and we have benefited greatly from your influence and impact. Thank you for joining us today. For our viewers, join us for our next show on Thursday, July 15th at 11:30 as we feature extreme sports. Every talk show or broadcast deserves a strong closing, and with that, thank you for tuning in, and War Eagle.
War Eagle.